Welcome to Thoughtful Life Coach. My name is Tanya. I'm your host. Today we're going to talk about hypnotherapy. We're going to talk about self-care. We're going to talk about energy work. We're going to talk about a lot of things that can help you be the best version of who you want to be. Or maybe you want to try out to see how it's going to work out for you. I have the pleasure of having with me Rose, my beautiful Rose. Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. I'm very excited to be here.
Me too. So can you please introduce yourself to the viewers? Tell us what brought you here. How did you find this beautiful gift and everything else we want to know about you?
Well, how does it start? Just what I do. I've been a teacher for 22 years. I taught at Potter Road School, Marlboro High, Keefe Tech. And then I became a mental health counselor. And after that, helping people in a way, but when I was 17 months old, I had a group. And back in the days, you can die because it was contagious and things. I remember me being in this isolated room, little baby, and crying and seeing my daddy, and with my hand like calling him, I want to be in his lap. And Mother Mary materialized herself here. You see all this, the lights, it was forming her. So like a rainbow lights,
yes.
And it started forming her. And she's, through telepathy, she looked at me and said, if you want to be with him, go within yourself and fix what's wrong.
Wow. And
the way she showed it, then I could be on his arms. So I went inside and remember seeing some nuts, and I'm trying to release that, and then a dark oil went through. I think was the first healing.
Wow.
But I never thought because I'm here. So I never thought anything about it. I had my daddy's uncle that the doctor said that he had like 6 months to live. He had a heart problem. I was probably 4 years old. And the doctor said, I said in my mind, like, no, something wrong. And I want to see him, but in Brazil, I think until today, you cannot go, kids cannot go to the hospital. So when he came home, we went to visit him, and I remember he's laying on the couch, and I'm playing my hands, my fingers like this, and light shooting on his heart. But I'm just playing. And that was probably like 70. He died in 2004, I think.
Oh, wow.
So, and then people says, I have a headache. I go there, and let me put my hand on you or something. I never thought it was a gift until on the 90s. So, and then I started understanding, learning, and I found Barbara Brennan school. And I'm like, thank God I'm not crazy. So it's a beautiful school. So I never went there, but I went to some workshop with her and understand like the science behind we're all energy. So, and then through psychology, I start finding blockage when you're counseling people and they are stuck in something. And then I start journaling, going back, and going a lot of trauma is in the wound. And in the wound, you cannot tell or counseling through. You know the trauma when you have a voice.
Yes.
Until you start talking, you don't recall that. So I had a lot of cases that was beautiful. So I started in this journey, and today I work with the energy field of the body, the chakras. We do healings like people is healing from cancer, Lyme disease, many like illness that the mind create, because every illness is from the emotional to the physical.
That's right.
So, and that's what I do, especially in the transition of Earth now. Mm-hmm. A lot of people go into depression, anxiety. So when you go in the soul level, you help, like you go to the root of the cause.
Yes.
You find that spark of life to help people to find bouncing back.
Right.
So that's kind of what I do.
Wow, that's amazing.
I play around.
That
I always joke. It's having fun and helping people.
good. That's a good way to help people, especially if, sometimes they don't know they are the reason why they're sick.
Okay.
Depression is hitting people at a rapid high right now because
Exactly.
we are all isolated, and we are coming from this huge illness which still lingers around.
Right.
And a lot of people still doesn't know what to do. Should I go out? Do I stay in? And they get causing themselves to be sick
Right.
in the process. And that's when you come along.
Yeah,
to
because
help.
one biggest issues that I see with people with us that holds her back, well, it is two. It's fear and victim.
Yes.
I always joke around. I don't like work with victim. Oh, I'm like that because my father, my mother, my son was.
Yeah.
So, and what do you deal with? What do you do when that happens? So what do you do with that? My life is this, what I can do to better. And every hour is from the heart.
Yes.
So nothing, it is in the mind, because when you're in the heart, it's just joy.
Yes.
So, and when you let fear control you, you're in jail. So, and when we go like to what brought you, what is that little emotion that is suppressed in there, that is not letting you to be you. And a lot of time, yeah, we have traumas in this lifetime, childhood, and it is, the parents raise you in one way, but you expect this way, and they crash and they collect, and many even physical abuse. But then when you go, if there is nothing in this lifetime to be causing that, if it is nothing like during your mama's pregnancy with you, so we go through past life. What is your soul? It is holding that. And that it is a lot of, people can call miracle, but it's when you release things, it is like when the river, has a blockage. You remove the blockage, it flows.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's a path of life. It's always learning.
Yes.
I always say we are not victim of anything. Let us say everything's a school. Like you're learning, and to graduate, honey, you gotta take the test that the finals is for.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, and we're in a time now on earth that we're in the finals.
For everyone.
Everyone is in the finals.
Okay. I'm glad you mentioned past life, because we do that in my own practice. We do past life regression. How would you explain past life to someone who've never have it done and afraid? Because so many people are afraid of the unknown.
Yeah.
Past life regression is you getting there. So how would you explain that to someone?
Let us try. Past life it is, and it comes a lot of beliefs too. I don't believe I had another life and this is it. So that is hard to go through that. But someone that is willing to investigate more, you just go, and the divine, your highest self, is very smart to bring you to a memory. It is a memory that we have in our I always say in the 91% or 89% in our mind, it is a story there. So you go in this memory, something that will help you in this lifetime. So, or something that is holding you, why you acting like this. So when you go there, it's good. For curiosity, I don't think it is a good thing.
Yes.
It is good for in a healing purpose. I have a very hard time finding a love. So my relationship doesn't work. Okay, let us go in the past and see what happened in there. Like I had a client that she could not get pregnant. So her problem was like she went in a doctor, did the vitro, everything she could not hold. And then we went back, and the problem is she was a nun in the past.
Oh.
And then I'm not going to say the place, but it's somewhere in Europe. She was in that convent, and the nuns got pregnant, and they not killing the babies. So, and she promised herself that she would not, because most of them was kind of raped.
Yeah.
And she promised herself that she will never get pregnant. When you make a contract, or it is a contract, a promise in the past, your cells, your memory of your soul remembers that. But she is in the future, in another reality, that she's willing in love to be pregnant. But that memory is in there.
Yes.
When we released that, she has 3 babies already.
Oh, wow. Good
So
for
that was
her.
like 10 years ago.
Wow.
So it is important for that healing, because in the present here, a lot of times you don't find the cause. And you try in vitro, whatever, you don't get pregnant. Why?
Yes.
It should be working. And the doctor, this time it's going to work. Oh, it didn't work. So why my uterus is not holding? So, and then the root, it is back. So the past life, it is something good like that. Or sometimes you have fun with, I want to be a piano player. And I know in the past I was. Let me investigate if I was. I can bring that talent forth. So it is another technique that you can bring that, and it helps.
Wow.
So it is like a healing technique.
Yes, yes.
Sure.
So you mentioned chakra balance, and you do that.
Yeah.
So many people doesn't know what chakra is, or thinks it's whatever. It's not real. So how, again?
Let us bring Barbara Brennan.
Yes.
She was a scientist of NASA. She realized we're all energy. She didn't bring chakra. Chakras comes from the Hindus. We are born. It is part of the universe. So
Yes.
in our physical body, we always call the main 7 chakras. The root, the chakra, the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, third eye, and the crown. So, but we have 144. The palm of our hands is a chakra. Like if you give a hake, or when you do a healing, you can feel the energy coming. We have we have 144, but the main one is the 7. So when your root chakra is not working, you're not, like if you have a knee pain, a leg, a hip and things, you're not feeling grounded, you're not feeling supported by life and things. So everyone has. So when you're feeling emotionally something, so affect parts of your body, and that affects the chakra, because the chakra, it is like the rainbow colors, is red, orange, and it goes. Let me say, the red, the orange, the yellow, for the ones doesn't know, the green, the sky blue, like indigo blue, and it can go violet or white. So when that is not functioning, you can see or feel, like even if you go with your hands over the person's body, don't even need to touch, you can feel warm, you can feel the energy pulling, so you know that there is out of balance. So with your energy, you can channel that energy. It's like a Reiki, but it's different. It's the same, it's energy. So when you go that, you align that. You feel even the person feeling happier, the face lights up. So it is something that how you can keep your chakras aligned. It is an exercise.
Yes.
Always bringing yourself like to joy, positive thoughts, and affirmations, a shower, a bath with Epsom salts and things that it can cleanse your aura.
Yes, yes.
It's kind of, it explains, it makes sense.
It does, it does.
Trying to make short. We can talk all day about
We
the
can,
chakras.
right. I love that. I love talking about chakra, because each chakra corresponds with a part of our body, and sometimes we are sick and we can't find the root of why we're sick. It's because one of your chakras and not aligned.
Right.
If you're not straight,
Yeah.
then you're going to have a problem. So, yeah. And Reiki, you know, is also a wonderful way for people to kind of like get themselves to that place, you know, if you stuck.
Reiki is very important, because a lot of people who doesn't also start learning, because we all healers.
Yes.
We all have that energy. Someone is sad, you go there, give them a hug, they feel good. Are you a healer? No, you're loving, so we're healers. One thing that is important, all the chakras, because we have the 3 lower chakras and the 3 upper chakras. What is the most important one? The heart chakra.
Yes.
Because it's the middle. Like when you embrace in love, everything flows. That's what I love about it.
Yes.
Life and people and what I do. Because when you get out, I always joke around, when you get out from upstairs and you go downstairs, you get happy. When you get out of your mind, try to analyze everything. 1 + 1 has to be 2. In my math, it is 11. Sometimes it doesn't match. So in my quantum physics, it doesn't add it up. So when you go in the heart, everything embraces. So, and that's when you find peace, when all the society taboos and things that it's not important fades away.
Yes. Yeah.
So, and you find peace.
Yeah.
So.
And I think peace is very important for one's wellness.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when we talk about mental health, if you're constantly at war with yourself,
Yes.
because we are our number 1 enemy.
I asked that. Who's your number 1 enemy? I think it's my mom. Try again. And then it started, and then me? That like me?
Yeah.
Yes, honey.
Because we bring so much into ourselves. We are the hardest on ourselves, the way we view our body, the way we you know, our mistakes that we make, we
Right.
linger with that, we take it to heart, we don't learn how to forgive ourselves.
Right.
And I think that's why being a hypnotherapist is important right now.
Yes.
There's so many people who need to release that
Exactly.
part of them that kind of hold everything back. What's your thought on that?
That is so the target, because it's not just alternative healing, but that's what I remember on the 70s, I think, I grew up, people may think I'm crazy, but I grew up talking with Jesus. Jesus, like we sit down like you, I complain about him. He taught me everything you don't understand, you ask. Later on in life, he just called me why, because I was like, why is this and that? So at the end of times, people will suffer a lot of anxiety,
Yes.
mental distress. And one thing too, today we don't live in the present. You live in the past, like if I. Honey, you cannot fix that.
Yes.
And if you don't make peace with you, be present, you're losing your future.
Yeah.
Because that happened 30 years ago. You're still back there 30 years ago. You're losing 30 in that. If he hadn't left me, if I have this and that. Sometimes it's good to make peace with the turns of our life and living in that moment in the joy. Because sometimes we want to control. Has to be, because I was made like that and it's supposed to be. Sometimes, so when you get a session like you have, go under hypnosis and then go in there while you're holding that so dear life. And everything is about, this is Rose talk, it is about love.
Yeah.
When you have that love for yourself and you forgive, you're setting yourself free.
Yes.
And you understand. And a lot of times people do what they do, not because I don't like you. It's because that moment I did what I could. And you felt a victim in something, but forgive and let it go. It's not because you setting the predator free or something. You setting yourself free.
Yes.
And that's, you deserve to be happy and free.
Yeah. And I think that's when so many people doesn't understand that concept. Once you come to term with it, sometimes it's difficult, because when we think about, you know, as psychologists, therapists, we understand sometimes there are so much that you can't let go. But if you take a step back and said, okay, so that occurred, that was back then, this is me now.
Yeah.
Let me learn from what I did and then move forward.
Yeah.
And find a therapist who can help you get that jump. It's okay to get a therapist at the same time see a hypnotherapist.
Right.
It's okay to get Reiki.
Yeah.
Because Reiki, all of them helps.
Yeah.
It comes with, self-care. I love that.
Let us say you want to look pretty. You get someone to do your hair, someone do your makeup, your nails, and something, so you can get pretty, everything perfect. Someone to make you nice clothes. So it is the same way. You're doing a Reiki here. It's very important. You're doing a hypnotherapy. Today on Earth, it is so cool because so many modalities.
Yes.
That we have, and you find what serves you the best. So in New Hampshire has a place, I don't know how you call, but you go in that, they call the chamber. It's like 3 below zero.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, and you get there for I think a minute or two. And that you go like just your face out. I want to try it because my friend did it. It's so cool because you go to so much like fear and your body temperatures and everything. How cool is that? Sometimes when you face a fear, even if you go in a roller coaster, like when you I thought I could never do it and you accomplish something, oh, you become a little child. You get so happy. So everything you do, take care of yourself. Because when you're happy, your world out around you, it's happy.
Yes.
When you're miserable, that's why I joke around, stop being a victim, do something, love yourself. Set yourself free. But it's not just judgmental when it is. It is hard to set yourself free. You don't know. And if I let it go, then things worse will come. That's why there is a lot of modalities to help you to let it go.
Yes. Well, of course, there's NLP, which is neuro-linguistic programming. There's hypnosis. Reiki is another one, chakra healing. And you work with angels too. And that's another thing, if you're Catholic or whatever religion you are, there's a higher being out there to help you get that past, that push through. Yeah. Kick that door open.
It is true. That is today we're in the best time. Earth is always evolving. We are in the peak. As Jesus said, the truth will set you free. We're in the time of the apocalypse, the revelation. The truth has come out. And if you don't care about the truth out there, look at the truth within yourself. What's wrong in this house here? What I need to align, what I'm not happy with, what I can change. Because a lot of times you need to be strong, have the courage to make change. And sometimes it's good to sit down and the universe is going to say, so be it.
Yes.
Take your time. But if you want to progress, if you want to get there faster and find the joy within yourself, do something.
Definitely.
Because nobody's holding anybody hostage but.
Yes, exactly. It's always redirected toward you.
Yeah.
If you have fears, find out why you're afraid. Having a therapist is really important for your well-being. Like Rose said so brilliantly, you get ready, you do the hair, you do the makeup, you put your clothes on, you shower first. That is important. And then you get all those in line. Yeah. So it's the same thing. And I feel like once you are able to put all that in place, you put in that body, that shells, where it should be. And once you're in line, everything starts flowing through, similar to a river.
Yeah. By our insurance, you have a checkup every year. So why don't you do the mental one too? So I have clients that comes once a year or twice a year, just to see, something happened, I'm going to see you. But once a year, they come just to see where they stand. How beautiful is that?
Yes.
It's a self-love.
It is. So there we go. I'm so happy. I didn't want to end the session today because I love talking to Rose. She is so informative, so talented. Align your chakras. Get that mental health in order. When we talk about a house, this is the house. right? So you get the mind in order, body, mind, and soul. And then you're going to see how you are able to bring anything you want into fruition. You're going to see how when you manifest something, it comes quicker and easier to you. Thanks again for joining me. I love today's session. Thanks again, Rose, for coming
pleasure,
as well. Once again, be true to yourself until we meet again. Have a good one.